Good morning, children. A very warm welcome to the online English classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am your Vijithamas. My dear children, in our last class, we just started a beautiful story named What Happened to the Clock. We just told the summary of the story and just watched the animation video. Right? Yeah. And this day, we will read the text and explain the understand meanings. So all of you get ready with your textbook. Lesson 5, What Happened to the Clock? Let us start. Lesson 5, What Happened to the Clock? First of all, you can see a box. Get started. This one. You can see 4 clocks and time is also given. Below in the box, the answers are also given. You have to match the time with the answers. That's an activity for you. I hope all of you will do it. Okay. Next, we shall start the story. Characters. Who are the characters here? Narrator, Julie, Robert. Robert is Julie's brother and mother. So there are 4 characters: narrator, Julie, Robert and mother. Dear children, what is this narrator? Do you have any idea about it? Narrator? Yes, narrator is the person who tells what is happening in between the story. There is a mediator. That is the narrator. Okay. So first, narrator is telling. What is the narrator telling? Julie and Robert are busy setting up their new railway set on the playroom floor. So now Julie and Robert are in the playroom. What are they doing? Yeah, they are setting up their new railway set. At that time, Julie says, Julie, after we have put all the rails out, we will put up the station and then the tunnel. So Julie is saying that after we put up all the rails, we will put up the station and the railway tunnel, etc. So Robert says, and finally we can put the engine with carriages and get it going. So what did Robert say? Yes, Julie, after all that, we can finally put up the engine. All of you see the engine of the train. Only this engine can move. And all the other parts of the train move along with this engine. So, Robert is saying that after all the works have done, we have to connect the engine with the carriage and get it going. What's the meaning of get it going? Yeah, get it move. Make the train move. So what's the meaning of get it going? Make it move. Okay. Julie looks at the clock to check the time. At that time, Julie just look at the clock to check what is the time. Next page. After seeing the clock, time on the clock, Julie crying out. Now Julie is very sad. She is crying out. Oh dear. Just look at the time. It's only 5 minutes to our bedtime. We have just come to the nicest part of all, getting the train going. So what happened? Before they are going to move the train, it's their time to go to sleep. The time is up. So Julie is crying out. Hearing this, Robert frowning. F-R-O-W-N-I-N-G, frowning. What's the meaning of frowning? Wrinkling the forehead in anger. Wrinkling the forehead in anger, like this. Because Robert is angry. Because the time is up. They have to go to bed. So, Robert is angry this way. And he says, we always seem to have go to bed. Just we are in the middle of something exciting. Yesterday we had to go to bed before we finished our painting. So Robert is saying that every day it is the thing. When we are getting to finish something, at that time we have to go to bed. Yesterday also, before finishing our painting, it was time to go to bed. Julie, that silly clock go much too fast. So they are blaming the clock. Julie is saying that silly clock, that goes much too fast. That clock is too fast. That is the reason. Robert, what's mother doing? So Robert is asking, what's our mother doing? Julie is surprised. Julie is thinking, what is Robert going to do? So Julie is surprised and say she is cleaning some cupboards downstairs. Why? Why do you ask like that? She is cleaning the cupboard. Robert, well, she won't guess the time then. That's very good. She won't look at the clock now. Narrator. Now, narrator is telling what is happening there. Narrator says, Robert goes to the clock and turn the hands. He has changed the time from 9:15 to 8:15. So what happened here? Robert go near the clock and change the hands of the clock from 9:15 to 8:15, so that they will get one more hour to play. So, what's the thing here, dear children? Yes, Robert played some trick. He just changed the clock, hands of the clock. Thus, they played a trick upon their mother. Robert, there we have got another hour to play. So Robert says that, Julie, now we got 1 hour to play. Julie shocked. Hearing this, Julie was very shocked. She was very afraid because they are tricking their mother. Oh Robert, you can't do that. So Julie is ashamed. She was very ashamed and she was very afraid and sad because she knows that it is not a good thing to trick their mother. You can't do that, Robert. So Julie says, oh Robert, you can't do that. Hearing this, Robert, Julie, mother isn't wearing her watch. She will come and look at this clock and think it is right. Then we will have extra playtime. So when Julie says like that, Robert says, don't worry because mother is not wearing her watch. So when she come to the playroom, she will just look at the clock and she will think that clock is right. So you don't worry and we will get 1 hour to play. So narrator is saying, Julie is quiet. She wants the extra hour. She thinks mother would never guess. So narrator is saying that hearing from Robert, Julie keep quiet because she also want to play. She also want to play with the train set. So she doesn't tell anything. See the next page, page number 47. So after they change the hands of the clock, they trick their mother and they are playing with their train set. 15 minutes later, mother calling out, it's getting near your bedtime, you two. What does the clock say? So mother is calling out and say that, hey children, it is your bedtime. What's the time? Robert looking at the clock. 8:30. Mother, really? I think it is later than that. Is it only 8:30? I think that it is more than 8:30. How strange. Has it stopped? So mother has a doubt. Mother has also a doubt. The clock has stopped because the time may not be right. Robert, no, it hasn't. Narrator, Robert and Julie stare at the floor, looking a bit ashamed. So narrator says, when mother asked like that, both Robert and Julie was very ashamed because they have done such a thing. What was the thing? What was the thing? Yes, they have just changed the hands of the clock. The hands back. So they are feeling some guilty in their mind. After that, mother going back. Well, I suppose I was wrong. I thought it's past 9 o'clock. So mother says that, okay children, I thought that it was past 9 o'clock. So narrator says, the children don't say anything to one another. They both wish they hadn't put the clock like that. They have tricked mother. It's not a nice thing to do. So now narrator is saying the feelings of the children. Are they happy? No. Why? Because they have changed the hands of the clock. Now they are thinking that they would not have put the clock like that. Because they have tricked their mother. They know that it is not a good thing to trick their mother. That day has gone. The next morning. Now it is next morning. Narrator. The clock appears to be right again. The 8 o'clock siren goes off far away in the town. The clock says 8 o'clock too. So what happened next day? Narrator says that next day the clock was right. Why? Because the 8 o'clock in the city, the 8 o'clock siren goes far away. What is goes off? Goes off means starts ringing. So the narrator says that the 8 o'clock siren was ringing far away. At that time itself, the clock in the house also goes off at that time. So what's the meaning of goes off? Starts ringing. The clock starts ringing. What's the meaning of goes off? Starts ringing. The children looked at mother, wondering if she would say anything. But she doesn't say a word. They go to school as usual. When they come home, they go up to play with their railway set. When the clock was ringing at 8 o'clock, the children looked at their mother, wondering if she would say anything. But she doesn't say anything. So they go to school as usual. After that, they came home and they go up to play with their railway set. And later that evening, now it's evening, mother peeping in. What is peeping in? Like this, looking inside. Mother is saying, it's almost time for bed. Narrator, the children look astonished. They have just started playing. So now mother says that, children, it's time for bed. Hearing this, the children was very surprised. What was the reason? Because they have just started playing. Next page, page number 48. The children look at the clock. Mother leaves the room. So when mother says that it is time to go to bed, children look at the clock. Julie surprised. Why? It says 9:30. It can't be. They have just started playing and they looked at the clock. It is 9:30. So it is their bedtime. But they can't able to believe it. Robert, no, it can't. Shall I change it again? Robert is saying that today also shall I change the hands of the clock? Julie quickly. No, don't. Mother has seen the time. I don't want to trick her again. I feel bad about that. So now today Julie is not willing to change the hands of the clock. She says that it is not a good thing. Mother calling out, children, you must go to bed. Narrator, the children leave their railway set The train has not even gone round once on the rails. Today also they were not able to run their train through the rails. Now they are in the bedroom. Narrator. They are now sitting up on their bed feeling gloomy. What is gloomy? Yes, sad. They are sitting on the bed and they are very sad. At that time, the church clock begins to strike. What happened, dear children? At that time, the church clock began to strike. It rang. Robert listening and counting. So when the clock strike, Robert listen and count. It only struck 9 times. It's not 10 o'clock. So what happened? The church clock only strike 9 times, not 10 times. Julie, we have come to bed an hour early. Robert, Mother, the church clock has just struck 9. We have missed a 1 hour. Mother, sternly. What's the meaning of sternly? Like this, seriously. Hearing this, mother sternly, that is seriously. Meaning of sternly, seriously. The playroom clock says 10 o'clock. You went by that time yesterday, didn't you? So you must go by it today also. So what does the mother say? The playroom clock says 10 o'clock now. You went by that time yesterday. You just look at that playroom clock and went to bed yesterday. Today also look at that playroom clock. Okay. So you must go by it today also. Julie bursting into tears. Now Julie is very sad and she was very guilty. Why she was guilty? Because they have tricked their mother. So she was crying and saying, Mother, we put the clock back yesterday so that we could have extra playtime. We are sorry. Now she said sorry to their mother for doing what? For tricking their mother yesterday. Mother, yes, it was wrong. Well, now the clock has tricked you. It's an hour before its time, not an hour after. Yes, I understood that you have tricked me. It was very wrong. Now the clock also tricked you. How? It is an hour before its time, not an hour after. Robert, Mother, you have played a trick, haven't you? So Mother, you have also played a trick upon us. Mother, laughing. Of course, I have exactly the same trick that you have played on me, but the other way round. Now go to sleep. So Robert says that, Mother, you have tricked upon us. So hearing this, Mother also says, yes, I have played a trick that you have played upon me. The other way round. What is the other way round? Do something the opposite way. What is the opposite way here? The children turn the clock, hands of the clock back. But Mother turned the hands of the clock forward. That is the difference. Robert, Mother, I am glad you have played that trick on us. Mother, kissing the children. Well, I think you have learned your lesson. So we won't talk about it anymore. So Mother says that, I think that you have learned a lesson. So there is no need to talk about it now. Narrator, do you know the playroom clock has behaved quite normally ever since? What's the meaning? Narrator says that after that, Julie and Robert had never changed the hands of the clock after that. That is the story. So my dear children, what's the lesson you have to learn from this? Don't play trick upon elders. Be honest and genuine. My dear children, today we just read and explain the context and went through the difficult words. So what you have to do is read the text well and study the new words and meanings. That's all for today. Thank you.